failed to post the tweet. Hey, we're live. How's it going? It's 220 Gaming here with another session for Dragonlance in the 5e Dungeons and Dragons. Let me just close this thing out of my way because now I can't see any of my OBS. I'm CJ. I'm the GM of this game, and but you guys can't see what position you're at. But on the top right, we have Kevin, who's playing Merrick. Say hello, Kevin.
Hello.
In the middle, we've got Bruce. He's playing Yu Jang. Say hello, Bruce.
Hello, I'm Yu Zhang, the bratty barbarian.
And the bottom right is Evan, who is Mr. Tumnus.
I resent that. My name is Evan. Nice to meet you. I'm the Hillbilly Goat Man.
Hillbilly Goat Man. All right, that's cool. So last time we were still learning the system. We were chilling, trying to get through the preludes. It was actually a pretty good time. You guys killed some draconians in the woods. Now you're back on your way to Vogler for the funeral of Ispin Greenshield. You guys had just left the woods, and we're heading back. There's nothing other than just to head that way. Let me get cozy. The fishing village of Vogler clings to a spit of land reaching into the Vingard River. Wooded cliffs overlook the community, and the only path from the north descends past the ivy-covered remnants of a crumbling stone keep. The village's modest wooden buildings cluster around a quaint central circle and along the riverbank. Jutting into the river, out of place and seemingly out of time, stands an incomplete stone bridge of incredible artisanship. The structure clearly dates to before the Cataclysm, eclipsing its modern piers in size and sturdiness. The bridge crosses less than half the river's width before giving way to a series of ropes and tethered rafts serving as ferries. On the river itself, dozens of small boats drift along the slow, murky waters as the fishers of Vogler ply their trade. So it is very much a fishing village. You guys see boats everywhere, lines cast all over the place. It does look like there's some hustle and bustle around the city. You guys know that you're arriving just in time. The Kingfisher Festival is tomorrow. You've arrived here in the middle of the day. There are no guards at the gates. You guys just kind of walk in. There are people of all kinds here, not just one type. There are hill dwarves. You spot a kender or two wandering around. There's humans. And yeah, you guys find yourselves walking into this city in which you don't really know anybody, but there you are. You have a small bit of knowledge of the area from how it's been described to you, but really you only know how to find the Brass Crab, which is the tavern that in the letter read to you by Becklin Viharin that you were supposed to meet. You know that she's there. Looking around, you see some other stuff. There's a hill in the distance that looks grandiose and beautiful. You can kind of hear a market to your side. It sounds like people are yelling out prices and haggling. There's a big manor off in the distance too that you figure is probably someone pretty important. There's and that's all you can see from where you're at. But now you are within the city, surrounded by all these cheery people. What would you like to do?
I suppose we should probably hit up that bar, the Brass.
I always like a good drink. Hell yeah.
I
I won't say no.
I can go for a beverage, says Andir. So you guys know that the Brass Crab is down towards the river, so you'll have to pass by the village circle and head down through that way. As you're passing through the village circle, you see children playing. You see people making decorations and hanging them all around. It's very obvious that this village loves this festival. They are going all out for it. Everyone stops. Nearly everyone stops and waves hi or says something. Top of the morning. Hello. Good morning. Just trying to welcome you into the city.
Well, I think we like it here.
All right. Sorry, one second. I lost my page on something.
These people sure are going nuts over some fish.
Oh,
Like, I get it's their economy, but, like, it's some fish.
It seems very important. The scaly, swimmy boys.
I'm sorry, Anders, did you just call them swimmy boys?
Yes, I did.
And this guy's educated? Is that the thing?
Highly.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Usually just kind of shrugs. I've never been fishing though. That sounds fun.
Well, you might get a chance. You might get a chance here. You guys approach and see the brass crab. It's a modest single-story inn in the village wharf, and its exterior vaguely resembles its namesake. It looks like a brass crab. Okay, so you walk up to the door. You can hear some commotion inside. It sounds like everyone's having a cheery time, even though it's just the middle of the day. There are like paper decorations littered around. You can hear people enjoying their libations. But yeah, you step in and you push open the door. Who wants to enter first?
Obviously me. I'm rambunctious and ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll follow after you.
So
I'll follow after Anders.
cool. So Evan, Gambin walks in and immediately finds himself the center of attention. People go a little quiet. People turn. You hear from the back, "Is that man a goat?"
Art goat, thank you.
Art goat. The lower half, right?
You know, baby! And then I'm going to take that chance to just pull out my jaw harp and start just, like, twanging a tune.
Yeah, people go
Just
back
for
to their
fun.
libations. People are already drunk in the middle of the day. Looks like some people are already like showing off fish that they had caught from pouches on their side. You notice that the fishy smell of the wharf doesn't go away in here. You can smell fish everywhere. There is a woman, a human woman behind the bar. Her name is Yalma. She looks cheery. She's got a big smile on her face, and she's pouring hearty pours into people's mugs. And she looks at you guys, and she just beckons, "Come to the bar! Come to the bar! Grab a drink!"
I will do so.
Yeah, I trot over excitedly after I put my jaw harp away.
I'll also head over and join.
And Andir's just, for the sake of your tag along, he's just following along here. She looks at the goat man first, and she says, "Well, we've never had anyone like you in here before. What's your name, fella? Where are you from?"
I'm a Fat Hoof, a place called the Feywilds. Nice to meet you.
Fat Hoof. All right. What's your drink of choice there, stranger?
What's the biggest grog you can serve me?
The biggest? Just
Yeah, cup size wise.
She pulls out this large stein and unfocuses my camera while she does it. But just this huge beer. I could pour you one of these.
Hell yeah, sister!
As she starts filling it, she looks at Brother Merrick and goes, "Hello, hey, how's it going? We've had a couple halflings in here before. I haven't seen you around though. Where are you from? What brings you to the town?"
Oh, I'm here for I'm here to lay a friend to rest.
Oh, Ispin. Yeah, as cheery as we all are, that's later today. That's there's a couple people in here drinking just for that reason. I know Becklin was in here earlier. She's a really good friend of his. She should be back soonish. If you want to talk to her, I know she's going. But yeah, what's your drink of choice? What you going for?
Do you have any halfling ales?
Halfling ales? Nope, just the one that we make, homebrewed.
I'll go with that.
Cool. Only a little fishy. She pours you another a mug, slightly smaller than Gambin's, but you're smaller in stature, so you're used to it. She turns to you. She turns to you, Jang, and she says, "Are you old enough to drink, sir?"
Yeah, of course I'm old enough to drink. There's no rules here.
You can work in a field, you can drink a beer.
You know what? That's fair. She starts.
Usually just points to Fat Hoof like, I'll also take an ale, please, homebrew.
Gotcha. And then she pours you one. So you said you're in here for Ispin for Green Shield. Cool. So you guys have got a couple hours because that's not going to happen till sun starts to go down. You should see our city. We've got lots of stuff that you can go around. Did you see the village circle? Did you go to the market? Did you mayor's house? The ruins?
You can just go in the mayor's house?
Well, like, you can't just go in. You'd have to knock. Also, he's all right. But you should see the other stuff.
Ruins. Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me as well.
Oh, nothing. But
yeah, flat nothing.
Jang.
Flat nothing too.
Let me see.
Yeah, no. Yuzhang senses nothing.
We gleaned nothing.
Gleaned nothing. Gotcha. All right, so you learned nothing. You failed to roll anything worth value. But
in fact, we think the mayor's probably a good guy.
yeah, we don't know.
Oh, did I say? Oh no, sorry. The mayor's a wonderful lady. It's the. Oh, what's? It's Bakaris that I'm speaking of. He wishes he was mayor. He wishes he was in charge. The mayor's. She's nice. She's down to earth. We like her. But yeah, take a couple ales. We'll bring you out some food. We've got bangers and mash today, so we'll just bring you out a couple plates, and then you guys can eat and go along.
Hell yeah!
I'll leave you to it. You guys can sit here at the bar. She leaves and walks back into the kitchen. There's a couple other like bartender aides going around. Eventually, one of them just brings over food, smiles, and then leaves you to your own devices. You guys notice that there's actually a big map of Vogler up on the wall, so you can actually like see how to get to everywhere you need, which is super convenient. Becklin's not going to be here for a couple hours. She's the one that you're supposed to meet. I was trying to find a good picture to just throw up on the thing for you guys to see, but the notable places that you can go. You see that the map is pointing to a place called High Hill. It looks like it's too far to go out to today, but it sounds like something important for them to have a marker for it. There's the River Gate, which is all the way back across town. Thornwall Keep is right there next to it. Nearest to the Brass Crab, there's the Wharfinger's office, the market, the wharf. Over to the side is Vogler's Crossing. Then you've got you've got the Village Circle, which has the mayor's office or the mayor's home, and the Fish Bowl, which is another ale house. If you guys want to go bar hopping.
Goodness, don't tempt me.
But yeah, I mean, this is more of an inn, but every inn in my fantasy universe would also be a bar. So, yeah, what would you guys like to do? You've got a couple hours that you can adventure. You can go see where Ispin Greenshield spent his latter years.
I wouldn't mind just kind of exploring the town, see if we could spot something out.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Could I, this is going to seem a little bit trivial, but could I roll a check to see what kind of fish the ale tastes like?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. You can just say whatever fish you want. I don't have one written down. It's
I'm guessing it's cod.
The Vogler cod. It's a local delicacy. It only swims in these waters. It's weird. They should be elsewhere, but they don't. They're just in Vogler. The Vogler cod. So you're drinking a Vogler cod ale. It's the fish slapped on
beer.
Fish beer. Only little fish. You're like, oh yeah, this is fish.
Yeah, Yuzhang gets up after finishing his beer and kind of goes, "Yeah, I said we walk around and explore. Let's get out. I want to see if they have any athletic competitions."
Cool.
Yeah, I want to know more about these damn fish, man.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
Cat.
I can't fix that right now. Charlie, it is working.
Dad stuff.
Sorry. One
Dad
second.
stuff.
It is working. You're watching your TV, and I'm on my stream. Therefore, the internet is working. Okay, you guys. 1 second, Charlie. You guys are outside the inn, and you find yourselves back at the village circle before you know it. The mayor's home is right there. The ale house is right there. Where would you like to go from there?
Are there any like competitions going on? Any things like that?
There's no competition that you can see happening, but you could always stop somebody on the street and ask them.
I'm just gonna grab a random person. Hey man, listen. So, we're like new in town, and we don't know that much about the festival. What's the best like things to do? Like, where can we like have some fun? You know?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do a charisma check on that one.
Persuasion.
Oh no, just flat
straight
charisma. Straight flat charisma.
Can do.
Ooh.
11.
Okay, so you grab this random friendly-looking hill dwarf, and as you pull them closer and go, listen, they go, oh, Jesus Christ, what are you? And don't hear anything else. They're just terrified as you have pulled them now towards you next to a sturdy-looking monk and a young man with a giant glaive on his back.
Hey, all right, listen. We got off on the wrong foot. I'm sorry. Let me back up a bit. My name is Gambin. We're new in town. I am half goat. We're just trying to find some fun, you know?
You could have done that with way more chill. Gee, holy cow.
Hey,
welcome to Vogler, but come on.
We just had some fish beers, so we're just getting used to things, you know?
Oh, the Vogler cod. Yeah, we love it.
It is something.
So hold on. What are you asking me? You need to find what?
It's something fun to do. Fun.
Yeah,
Fun to do. You have any competitions that are going on? Any activities?
Oh, well, competition. Tomorrow there'll be a fishing competition. There's at the festival, but as of competitions right now, most people are just around decorating, or drinking, eating, getting ready for the festival tomorrow. So yeah, no competitions right now. You could always just go search around the market. There's places for beer. I mean, you're right there. You might as well stop in at the fishbowl for another beer.
Hey, you know what, man? I think that's not a bad idea. How about we hit a bar and then see if we can scam something up at the market just for fun, you know?
A scam?
Well, I don't mean that like literal. I don't mean that literally, you know. I mean just like see if we can find something fun.
Please don't scam any of our merchants.
I mean like haggling, man. You know, just a barter system.
You see the hill dwarf kind of look towards one of the guards wandering around. She's like, should I tell somebody? Are you gonna be okay?
No, listen. I ain't no thief. It's all fine. I'm just messing with you, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just
Eugene's like, where's this fishbowl you're talking about?
They just kind of point to an ale house right next to you. It looks a little cramped, but yeah, it's just right there. You can literally you could throw a rock and hit it.
Eugene walks up to it.
Yeah, she goes, well, that's just nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too, man.
And just walks off. And now, Eugene, you're walking towards the bar. Everyone else following.
Yeah,
everyone's just following. Everyone's just following. So you guys go in. It is cramped. It is smaller than the inn. It seems a little more, way more bar-ish. There's not the homey feeling that you get when you walk into an inn. You do smell like baked goods, so they do serve some sort of food. But everyone's just kind of sitting around drinking. It's a little more relaxed in here for whatever reason. You do, buddy, I said 1 second. Back down. I will. Give me a second. No, you can tell me something in a minute. Thank you. The proprietor is an elderly person. Their name is they've got me all messed up. I gotta go see my kids for a second. but they said the internet's not working, but that doesn't make sense because here I am on the internet. But yeah, he's an elderly man. It's just an elderly dude. He's kind of got a pot belly, missing a bunch of hair. He doesn't look nearly as cheery as Yalma, but he does welcome you. He gives a little hello, welcome to the fishbowl. Have yourselves a seat. We'll have an ale right out to you. And he goes back to serving somebody else for now. You guys mingle amongst yourselves. I gotta go fix my kids. Whatever it is.
Memeing. Oh man.
Dad stuff.
Yeah, dad stuff. Similarly to when Dylan was asking some just like broad lore questions, let's just get some character lore questions. Bruce, what's your favorite snack?
Yujang's or me?
Oh, sorry, Yujang's favorite snack.
Oh, dude, like sweet buns.
Ooh, good choice.
He loves sweet buns.
Good choice.
Yeah.
How about
Brother Merrick's?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, yeah, you know what? I think that secretly he actually really enjoys the little dried communion biscuits that he gets at the monastery. You know, like at first he just didn't like him, and
Suddenly
now
I don't trust Merrick.
Now
it's comforting. Yeah.
It's comforting. I think that's the main thing. Is it reminds him of the monastery. So, plus he also has a bit of a sweet sweet tooth as well. Maybe a bit of a maybe likes a bit of ale.
I mean, I think we clearly all do.
So, what is your favourite fish? Actually, what's your favourite food? Even sorry.
My favorite snack, as I disclosed last time, is elderberry flowers. Because half goat man, I can eat pretty much anything, but there's something about them. They're delightful. But you put pretty much anything in front of me, I'll bash it.
It's good to know for Gambin. At this point, you notice that Andir is no longer with you. He did not sit down with the other two of you. You're not sure where he might be.
Shit, guy, I think we lost Anders. Guess he didn't want to join the bar crawl.
All right.
Hey,
so
barkeep.
Yes. What's up? What
you got anything stronger than ale right now?
No, sorry, just ale.
Damn.
If you want anything else, I guess try not to. Just lower your expectations, and then we'll get along. Also, call me uncle. Everyone calls me uncle. So
I like that, man. Nice.
Did you need another ale, or are you done with your ale? What's?
Yeah, I'll take another ale, please. Thank you.
Yeah, let me get a fish clear.
Cool.
Is this the vodka card?
It's only beer here. That's we only have one beer.
Oh, one more ale, please.
All right, and he hands one to you. So you guys look, and he looks at the goat man. Outlandish. Where you guys from? What's bringing you to town? You friends with the dead man, Green Shield?
Yeah, we're here for the funeral, man.
He's been, the funeral that's taking place later.
He was dear to me.
Oh man, yeah, he was good to everybody. Just a great guy. Super good at telling stories. Great storyteller. He kept saying that magic shield of his. Well, he kept saying it was magic, but he would never show anybody what it did. But yeah, we're gonna miss him. Yeah.
Did he have a place here in town? Like, are people visiting his home, or like, how's that working?
Actually, the weird thing is, he just lived in a room at the Brass Crab. That's it. That's where he lived. He's pretty good friends with Yalma, who owns it. But yeah, that's just where he stayed. His room's already started. It was cleared out, and they're renting it out again. But
you know what they did with this stuff, man?
As far as I know, that the Haran night woman, she has it all. So you'll have to see her. She doesn't hang around here. She always gets her ale where Ispin used to live. So, man.
Hey, right on, man.
Yeah. So, anything else I can help you with while I'm here, or Or what's up?
So listen, man. So I heard somebody, and I won't say who. They were a little who's this Bacchus type feller?
Ah, Baccharis. You'll love him if you love like really shitty like nobility type people. Like if the worst kind of person you could imagine being in a position of power. Like, if you really like those people, you'll love Baccharis. Also, his son, who's also Baccharis, we call him the Younger, but not to his face because he gets so mad. But yeah, he's a shitbag. He lives in this town. I don't know where he came from before. He just kind of showed up in town, bought a house. Him and his son live there. They kind of walk around like they own the place, but they don't. But they do spend good money, so don't tell them that we don't like him. It's kind of just like a collective,
for sure, man.
Collective society,
public opinion.
Yeah, like we're all just basically taking the money from them.
Sure,
but it's good for the economy. Yeah, he lives in a house on the west side of town. If you want to go throw eggs at it or whatever, what have you, see him.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I could get down with some pranking. Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Uncle, what's an economy?
An economy? It's dollar bills and such. The way it goes back and forth. Dialectical materialism. There's like layers to it. You don't look like you went to school, and that's probably good. Save that for the wizards, right?
Listen, man, it's pretty useless, man. So I think you're good, man.
I can trust the goat man who knows how to drink.
Hell yeah.
Life decisions.
And with that, I finish my
yeah. You just nods and goes, okay. Starts chugging.
Do you have any halfling glasses?
Is the regular size glass too heavy for you?
No. I'm actually fine with the heavy, the regular size. The other lady gave me a halfling size, and I wanted the regular, and you got the regular. So
yeah, I'm not gonna baby you here. You can. I'm sure you're strong enough to two-handed.
Hell yeah, bro.
Froth is pouring down his mouth because halfling size. Uncle waves goodbye to you guys and leaves you at the bar again, and like a little bit of time has passed. You guys still have plenty of time that you can explore. If there's anything else you'd care to partake in, right?
I got an idea. So what I'm thinking is we should go to the market, get some eggs, and egg the rich guy's house because I think that sounded pretty fun. Cause a little trouble. Plus, nobody in town will get in trouble. It's not their fault. We're just here temporarily,
That's true. Yeah.
I think I've had just enough Vogler cod to think that's a fun idea.
I think so too. That fish beer's kind of strong. I'm surprised.
I mean, you guys.
I want to see how far I can throw the egg from.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head back out to the village square. Circle. It's a circle, not a square. You're heading back down to the market. You get to the market, and you can hear it before you get there. Lots of people, lots of stalls. Obviously, the main export being fish. There's lots of fish stalls, but you also see stalls for bread, stalls for anything that you could need.
Livestock stuff.
Yeah, just very quaint fishing village market. Very bustling in the middle of the day as people are trying to get their last provisions for the festival the next day. So you get there. I assume you're going to look for like a livestock egg distributor.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some eggs and some raw meat.
Yeah, some sort of livestock thing going on.
All right. So you guys spots a small-ish person, little pointed ears, kind of looks like a halfling, but different. Those of you that are from this realm would recognize them as a kender. So so you guys walk up to the stall and they greet you very heartily. That's a young male kender named Tem. They go, "Hey, how's it going? what can I get for you? We got eggs, we got milk. What do you need?
So listen. I'm gonna clue you in on something fun. So we're planning on doing a little bit of pranking. So I'm not asking for a discount, but if you want to help us out with a little bit of pranking, I think you'd enjoy it.
Help you out in what way? Like cut
we
you
need like eggs.
We need some eggs. I'd like some of that milk, and I need a little bit of raw meat.
Well, I don't have the meat. I'm not a butcher. I'll have to go to somewhere else. But eggs and milk, I can do that. You know what? Let's see if we can cut a deal. And I'm gonna need you to roll your persuasion there. No,
Hell
there's
yeah.
barter in there in this system, in there, or no?
No.
No,
It would be
so
a persuasion.
it would be persuasion. I was having a flashback to Fallout with the barter.
Mm.
Oh damn.
So
Got a 12.
after a little back and forth, the Kender still has got the same smile. I was like, I think that whether you're going to use them for practical means or whimsy, I think that we should just stick with the regular price.
Hey, listen, man, I get it. You got to feed yourself. I totally understand. I will let you know this is going to be a little prank on the noble, so that should be fun. If anything, you can, have a little fun with that around the townsfolk.
You want me to gossip about you to all the townsfolk so they know that you're defiling
I mean,
property?
don't like reveal us or nothing, but know that a prank has happened on somebody. By somebody.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly, describe us, but it should be fun.
Okay, that's whatever you do. That's on you. Have a wonderful day. And he slides the milk and eggs across the table. He needs shit. I forget how many silver go into a gold economy. We'll figure that out later. Anyway, you now have milk and eggs. You are a goat man with a jug of milk and eggs. It's 10. Thank you, Captain Crispy. It costs you 5 silver for all of that. So we'll just have to mark that on your character sheet. Thank you, Dylan. But yeah, you now have milk and eggs, and you're standing in this market. And what else would you like to look for in the fish market?
Ooh, I don't think the fish is going to do anything, but if we get some meat, we could sneak it into a couple bad spots around the house, and then it'll stink up in a different way.
I think we're just good with the eggs. Actually, I think we should just stick with that. I don't want to carry around a bunch of things.
That would be adding breaking and entering too.
Well, I mean, I guess we would have to put it in the house, but
are there any stalls for like clothing? Like, are there any funny things?
Yeah, there are a couple
wearing?
clothing stores. What are you looking for in particular?
Like a hat or something like that, like some sort of decoration, like, some goopy ornament that's like for the festival itself.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
You know what? You could spot some cool little stalls with festive fish hats. The ones that make it look like the fish is eating your head. There's ones with like hooks coming all out of it. Looks pretty, but if they've dulled the hooks so it doesn't hurt. It looks like there's you can find some stuff. Would you like to buy some clothing for the festival? Yeah,
I go up to the stall person.
Yeah.
And it's like, can I roll intimidation?
Sure. This human woman is standing at her clothing store. What would you like to intimidate her by doing?
Oh, he Yu Zhang just goes up and to himself is very innocently, but he's obviously standing over them and being like, "Can I have that?"
The woman just looks at you and waits for your intimidation roll.
22.
The woman whose eyes just get kind of big and stares at you goes, "Sure, buddy. Is that your size? Can I get you another one? Try it on. Try it on."
with joyful, he puts the fish that's eating his head on it. It's like, yeah, I'll take it. And Thanks, and like walks away.
No problem. And she's looking around and just looks completely like thrown off by the situation. But now you're back with your friends and you have a fish hat.
Where?
Yes.
Now,
Hell
That's
yeah,
a nice
brother.
hat. Where did you get that from?
Oh, that nice lady gave it to me just because I asked her.
Hell yeah, brother. Nice.
It's like now we can throw those eggs at that house.
You just needed a hat first.
Need to be incognito.
That's
They won't recognize me if I'm wearing this.
You blend in perfectly.
yeah. Yes, Kevin.
Can I just go over to the lady for a second?
Yeah, sure. She sees you approach and she's yeah, you're not rolling to intimidate, are you?
No.
Okay, cool. She seems a little shaken, and she's like, "You're with that? You're with that fellow? Are you with that guy?"
Well, he's a friend. He's an acquaintance. You said you gave him a hat?
Well, I felt in the moment that I didn't have much of a choice. He was very aggressive. The way he's beefy.
He's misunderstood. Yeah, it's all good. He's a lovely lad. How much is that? How much is that hat, by the way?
Actually,
just out of curiosity.
it's free. It's just that he scared me. He could have just come up and asked him. Like,
all right. Okay, I thought.
Yeah, we pass these out every year for the festival. Do you want one?
This is a. Oh, I suppose
These are all funded by the mayor. She pays out of her own pocket.
Oh, yeah, that's completely wrong. Well,
let me find you a small.
I'm so sorry, my friend scared you there. I'll be off of that.
Let me find you a Kender-sized one. That's you're smaller. And she grabs a smaller fish hat and like hands it to you. And she says, "Does your? I don't have any that'll fit around his horns. So your other friend, I don't think I've got any hats that he can wear.
Do you have maybe 2 small ones?
I like the way you think." And she she takes 2 very small fish hats that you don't even know what she might have been like saving those to put on, but they're there. You now have 2 small fish hats as well.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I completely mistook this situation, but I'm glad I'm glad everything's all right. You'll have a wonderful day. Walk away.
You have a good one, and make sure your friend chills out. Thank you. And then you're back with your friends in the market.
I just walk back. I think I can't bring myself to look at you, Jang, because I was like, people don't just give things away. Like, has he just gone and like scared this lady into giving him stuff? Like, I think I just I just give him a pat on the back. Like, I think I
he's innocent. He don't know no better.
He's country bumpkin. He's out in the
so funny.
He's not from around here.
Yeah, he's not from these parts.
I'm like, I'm so sorry, I completely mistook that. Apparently people give things away for free over here.
That's awful. It's awful nice of them.
Wow.
Let's go throw these eggs.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait a second, Mr. Fatfoot. Fat Hoof.
You're fine. It's fine.
I come over and I put a little fish on each one.
I'm like so like. Hey, you brilliant man! I appreciate this so much. It looks like they're eating my horns. This is great. This is great. And in that joy, I'm just gonna start twanging away as we're like heading towards the house.
Right, there's a gentle clip-clop sound as you guys meander your way back through town. People look at your joyousness and your little mouth harp, and everyone looks a little bit happier to have seen you and your fish hats. But yeah, you start heading back to the west side of town. When you get there, you can spot the house from down the street. It's a horseshoe-shaped structure. It's only slightly larger than the houses around it. You kind of expected something bigger, but it's not that much bigger. But yeah, you can see that there's a guard posted outside the door. He's just standing there, leaning on his halberd, staring out at the street. There's a There's a symbol above the door that looks is probably the crest of Baccharis. But yeah, you are down the street. How would you like to approach the house?
Maybe we should go to the side.
See, listen, guys. I pull him in a little closer. So listen, guys. I can distract this guard so that he's just like not paying attention at all. You pelt the shit out of this house and make sure you pour the milk in some of the live plants, and then it'll like kill him over time, make him stinky too. But I can distract this guy. See how that does.
Okay, Mr. Fat Hoof. And I like take the eggs and I like walk, like trying to sneak, but like I know Yu Zhang would not be able to sneak, so he just kind of like walks into like the side, like down.
Yeah, I think I follow you with the jugs of milk, just like one in one because I'm halfling size. Like,
Bruce, for you don't have it down on your character sheet. What is your alignment?
I don't believe in alignment. I just make choices. So.
True neutral. All right.
That's some 80s thing they made up, and it's stupid.
All right. So you guys are gonna distract the guard. You're gonna pour milk in. Okay. So you guys are prepped. Who's got the eggs? Who's got the milk?
I got the eggs. Yu Zhang has the eggs.
Okay. So Bruce, you post up ready, and you've got a halfling with a giant jug of milk wandering up to this noble's house. You guys managed to stay out of sight for a second, because, I mean, I'm not going to make you stealth. There's so many people walking here and there. You do get some odd looks as people are seeing you. Gambin, you walk up. The gates open, and you can walk up, but as soon as you cross the threshold of the gate, the guard leans up real quick and goes, "Hey, you're supposed to stay on that side of the gate."
Sorry, man. Everything in the village is so open, I just kind of expected I could, check things out. But listen, I got something. Are you a fan of jokes?
Like, comedy?
Yeah. I'm a bit of a storyteller. I consider myself a comedian.
As the guard of a door, I enjoy a good, like, knock. But what do you got?
See, that's pretty good. You're pretty good at that. All right. So, there's this little boy walking down the street. He's dragging a dead frog on a string.
Right.
Now, as he's going up, he's walking up to a brothel. Little boy walking up to a brothel, crazy.
With the frog?
Now, with the frog on the string,
Yeah.
So, he goes inside, he walks up to the mistress, and he says, "Ma'am, now I know I'm a young man, but I am not going to leave until you let me sleep with one of your women." Now she's fighting him for a while. This is a little boy. Like you can't do that.
No,
Eventually, she finally breaks down.
Wrong. Yeah.
She's like, "All right, listen, kid. I'll let you go into one of the rooms with one of the ladies, full price. You be quick. I can't be having you causing a ruckus anymore. So you can go ahead, but I need the money up front." Little boy pays her. Goes into one of the rooms. Comes out sometime later. And as he's on his way out, still dragging that dead frog on a string, the mistress stops him. She's like, "Hey, listen, man. Why would you, a little boy, want to be hooking up with one of my gals?" And he is, "Well, listen, ma'am. So when I get home, all I've got is my babysitter. She's gonna look after me. And for some reason, she's got a thing for little boys. Now, when my dad walks her home in the middle of the night, because it's not safe to walk around, he's gonna hook up with her. It's not a good marriage. Now, when they get home, he's gonna hook up with my mom, and it'll be lots of fun. Now, by tomorrow, after my dad goes out to the mill, she is gonna sleep with the local milkman. He's the motherfucker whose cow crushed my frog." And I'm gonna roll my performance.
What?
He's got the dead frog on the string.
I please roll a nat 20 on this. I need it.
Give yourself also tuck away an inspiration for later. That's holy fucking shit. The guard is like howling laughing. He is like bent over, completely just like, oh my god, that's the funniest thing. That I never even heard something that funny. I haven't even heard a knock knock joke that funny. And he's just crying, laughing, and that's when you guys strike. All right, so Bruce, I need you to roll.
I was gonna ask, yeah.
All right, so where are you aiming at in this house? What is your goal here?
Oh no, Yu Zhang just goes like, "Hey, Mister Brother Merrick, watch this," and he grabs up, he grabs eggs between each of his fingers and just goes like, and throws them at the side of the house.
All right, I'm gonna need. Okay, y'all fucking wildin'. Okay. So can you give me? I'm gonna need
Athletics, right?
first. You know what? Yeah, athletics. Let's go with athletics because it's like throwing a baseball. I guess it's just a dozen small. Yeah, throw your fucking
Nat
athletics.
20. Nat 20.
Holy shit!
I love it. He just goes like, "Watch this!" Like the eggs. It's like Devil May Cry. The eggs are like bouncing off each other and then like making a pattern on the barn on the side of the house.
So you can see it happen above the guard, but the guard is Gambin speaking to you. You can see this happening above you, but the guard is still just all of a sudden the entire facade of the building is just riddled with eggs. It's like every
I rolled a nat 20 on the egg throw.
Every egg hit at the same time, and it's just. But yeah, the guard didn't hear it because he was laughing. All right, now we're gonna follow that up with the milk halfling. What, Merrick? You're holding a big jug of milk.
All right.
What are you supposed to do with them? I'm lost when all that the joke and shit.
You said to pour it into the plants because it makes them stink?
Mm-hmm. It'll stink them up and it'll kill them over time because it's not water.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to make the plants stink.
And die.
I don't know how I feel about that death. Those plants are innocent.
Well, it's not about how you feel. How does Merrick feel? Let's check. Let's check what you are. I don't think we've got you as neutral good.
I'm a neutral good.
You're fine.
You're fine. You're not a druid. You're a monk. You're not a druid. You're a monk.
True. You know what? The guy is a dick, and I've had enough Vogler card to think that this is the right thing to do. This is a good thing I'm doing.
Yeah. All right. So there you are. With I'm gonna need you to roll stealth.
Ooh, okay.
Because you are walking up and pouring it over the fence into these plants.
Stealth. Okay, so how do I just click the stealth?
Yeah, you should.
And then it'll pop up in the chat. Mm-hmm.
Boom. Let's see what it does.
Hey!
You
16.
know what? 16. You hear the guard still howling, saying, "On the frog!" And then it completely masks the little splish splash as you're like whoosh whoosh whoosh, and then you throw down the bucket and you run back to where Yujang is leaning.
I'm giggling a little bit. I'm just
Yujang
this is a lot of fun.
Good work. Let's Swiss cheese it, and like he starts running away from like the house.
All right, Gambin, you can. You saw the eggs hit. You looked back. There you are, standing with the guard. You can see that they're starting to make their way back down the street. What are you doing?
Well, with that, hey man, I appreciate you liking my joke. Frog, it was all about the frog all along.
Yeah, it's all about the frog.
It's about delaying the punchlines. Good.
Yeah.
Hey, you can use that joke with anybody you like. Just make sure you tell them came from Gambin Fatfoot. Storyteller extraordinaire.
Gambin Fatfoot. We'll tell them.
Fat Hoof. Sorry, my bad.
You forgot your own name?
I've had a couple cods, so you know.
I'm waiting for the end of my shift so I can. Oh, but no, seriously, you got to get on the other side of the fence because, yeah.
I get it, man. I was
the
just trying to
show's
have
in
fun.
there.
You have a great day. I'm sure I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
He waves, and you can see a small eggshell like clink off his metal helmet, and he's like, "Oh, what? You might have a good one."
Just beeline away.
And people stare at you odd as you're sprinting through the city streets.
Light jog.
All right, you guys meet back up in the village square. And you've got your giggly halfling monk.
Yeah, I think we're all just kind of like chuckling and being like, "Yeah, we got it, we did it."
Yeah, no, we're all pretty jazzed about it.
Guys, I gotta say that was flawless. I appreciate that. That was fun.
Is this the kind of fun that you do outside the monastery? I'll
Hell
do
yeah.
this more often.
Hell yeah, brother. See, I think we should head back to what was it, the brass crab, copper crab? That first bar.
The metal crab, yeah.
The metal crab, yeah. The crab shack, let's go back there.
It's called the Brass Crab. You hear someone yell from as they're walking by.
Thank you.
man?
Hold him back, hold him back.
I get kind of irritable for a second. Hey!
Hold him back, hold him back, hold him back.
That's alright. Hold on now.
Sorry, man.
It's at that
Yeah.
point that you see a guard start to walk up to you.
Oh no.
Oh.
He's got his hand resting on the pommel of his sword, and he's walking. He looks pretty serious. He kind of bends down a little bit to get more on your level because you're a little short. I mean, he's like, "Hey, listen, all that shouting you're doing, it's scaring the townsfolk. You're gonna have to stop."
Hey man, listen. I'm sorry. We've had a couple cods. We're new in town. We're going to the funeral tomorrow. Today. It's a lot. So we're. I'm sorry.
That's
We're
all right.
still
I'm just like,
processing
you look
our
around. You look around, and he gestures around. He's like, "Hey, look. I want you to take a second to really look. I know you guys don't look like you're around here, but really look at these people." And as he gestures, you see, you take a closer look at this friendly village. You can see there's not a frowning face anywhere. Everybody's just so polite to each other, holding doors for each other when they're walking in the buildings. You see lots of people hugging, gentle kisses on the cheeks when they greet each other. It's just like this wonderful.
Wait.
Yeah, you have as you feel the beer start to fade away, you can kind of feel this sense of wow, this is really this is a nice place.
Hmm.
And the guard's like, look, we're all kind of hurting. A lot of these smiles, they're trying real hard today because we miss Green Shield. We miss him very, very dearly. Just try not to cause too much of a ruckus, okay? We want you here, obviously, if you knew Ispin. We want you here to celebrate him. Just try to relax a little bit. I've heard a couple things about a cantankerous goat man, and I'm going to assume that you're him, on account of your small friend and then your large friend. Yeah, go back. It's called the Brass Crab. There was no reason to yell at him. He was trying to help you out, but.
I'm sorry, man.
No,
I am.
You know what? You just go ahead and get on your way, and we'll see you tomorrow or later today at the funeral. All right. Just stay calm. That's the guard walks away.
So we make our way.
Yeah. more reserved, less frat boy.
Sorry, just the way you were like, excuse me.
Excuse me.
You want to
Hold me back.
Yeah,
So we make our way to the
to the crab.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are back at the Brass Crab. You head back inside, and Yami's still there. She's still pouring beers. It seems like the crowd is kind of it's dipped a little bit. There's only half capacity whereas around lunchtime it was pretty full. And this immediately all your eyes are drawn to this armored knight. She does not wear a helmet. She does have a majestic-looking sword on the side of her, and she notices you just as you notice her. She walks up very, very pointed, like very confident in the way that she walks. And she says, I know who you guys are, and I know what you did.
Who am I?
You are the name was Fat Hoof. You're Fat Hoof.
Well, hell, great job, sister. Yeah, nice to meet you.
She shakes your hand. And you're Yu Jang. You're Kerr. You're from yeah. Crazy.
Around.
Crazy what's happening back home, huh? You know.
Haven't been there actually in a long time, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, we should talk about because it's getting crazy there. We'll focus on that after the funeral. And you little sorry, not little halfling man.
I am quite small.
You are quite. I'm sorry. I usually when I say that it's offensive. But anyway, you must be Merrick. You're the monk from the monastery. I wasn't sure if you were going to come out of the monastery for this one, but I'm glad you're here. Are you going back after?
I think I might stay out.
Okay.
Have a little explore.
Well, you know what? Welcome.
While I'm out here.
Welcome.
I want to roam.
Thank you.
I am Knight Becklin Uth Viharin. I live here. I used to adventure with our mutual friend Ispin, and I'm kind of the one coordinating the funeral today. It's in and she takes a look out the window where the sun's sitting in the sky, and she says, we probably got another hour before we need to get there. So I don't know. What do you? It's just really nice to meet you. Let's go sit down and have a beer. She gestures to an empty table and goes, and she sits down.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll go.
So y'all sit down. She orders a round of Vogler Cods.
Could I have a regular-sized tankard, please?
Absolutely.
Please and thank you.
You get a regular-sized tankard. But you're all sitting around, and she looks happy to see you, but still really somber. It's obvious that Ispin's death is hitting her. So is there anything that you guys need to ask me before we start heading down that way?
Yeah, I'm curious because like not a lot of folk from here actually like know me other than who I've been messing with and told my name to. How did what stories you heard about me?
Well, the thing about the stories that Ispin told about you is they were very crass, very vulgar. I'm a Solamnic Knight. I don't know.
You don't
if
have
I
to
feel
repeat
comfortable.
nothing. You don't have to repeat nothing.
I want to say that he probably told me, a decent bit of it, the vulgar, crass parts. I know that you're a drinker. That's the main thing that I know about you.
That is true. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. They keep saying Green Shield. Said it. Wait, shit, man.
What?
Are we Oh no. Are we talking about Leslie?
Leslie who?
Leslie Green. Oh no.
I don't know a Leslie Green Shield.
No, I just called him Leslie Green. Hell. All right. So, fellers and lady.
Hold on. We're talking about the same person, right? She reaches down into her knightly wallet and pulls out a tiny little portrait, and she shows you, and she goes, "This is Ispin."
Oh hell, man!
You're saying you called him Leslie?
Who?
Yeah.
Why did you came here not knowing what this was for?
What?
Listen, man.
Was this shit really magic?
So, from what I could tell, no, but man could spin a yarn. So listen, guys, I need to be a little honest with y'all. I'm a stranger
were.
in a strange land. Y'all know that, and I've been pretty straight shooting with you. But I did not know exactly who we were talking about pretty much this whole time up until now. So
How did you get the
I,
invitation?
well, people know my name, but I tend not to use others.
Did you ever get
Um,
the invitation? Or you just showed up?
So I kind of ran into these fellers on the road at that tavern originally,
Fascinating.
I'm sorry, but I acted like I knew who we were
You know,
who we were
as
meeting.
you know what, as long as we're all here to honor the same person, that's what really matters. So, what I'm that's so weird. What an intriguing character you are. Did you have a Did you have a nice trip from the inn? You're talking about the one halfway.
We
Oh,
actually,
we ran into some dragon guys.
yeah, we ran into some
We took care of them
trouble.
though.
Dragon guys? What do you mean dragon guys?
I
Like,
don't know, they were like scaly and they spoke Draconic at me and they threatened us, so we defended ourselves.
You're telling me that you were off in the woods, just a few miles from town, and that you fought draconians who
Yeah.
In armor, and they
served-
had weapons.
they
they
served the
killed a
dragons.
bunch
people.
of
They
killed a
killed
bunch of
people.
salmon gnats.
Mhm.
They killed knights in this armor,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
you're just now
We were
saying that you've been. How long have you been in town? Where were the dragons last seen? Are they close enough to chase? What have you been
They
doing?
actually-
Well, okay, whoa. Okay, so listen. Dangerous stuff happens on the road all the time. I can't be keeping track of everything that's going down, but
Do you even
Three-
know who
three of them,
the Dragon
ran
Queen
away.
is? Do you know
No,
who the
man.
Dragon Queen is?
No, man.
No, I don't know who that is. But the
I-
one guy,
I've been
the
in the
one guy who was
monastery.
giving orders, the one guy who gave some orders ran away, in the opposite direction of town. Usually has to think for a minute. We're here. We move that way, and they ran the opposite way.
Her attention changes over to a fellow drinking at a different table. She beckons him over, goes, "Hey, I need you to go and tell the guards we need to go search the forest, that side of town." The fellow is he's younger. He's probably about Yujang's age. He's also got a sword. Looks about the similar style as my name, Becklin's, but he just nods and goes, "Yes, milady," and runs off as fast as he can to go tell the guards. As she turns back to you, that's Darrett. I'm teaching him. He'd like to be a knight someday. But yeah, you guys definitely should have told us like way earlier. We're hours behind now on hunting them down. But
Well, so part of the issue is you're not going to find their bodies because they disappeared.
yeah, it's
They turned to ash. Yeah.
definitely draconians then. Oh my god.
Well,
all right, well,
sorry, man.
it's all right. Just I hope whatever you're doing today was important enough to be a distraction from that.
Usually just
I have to restrain some laughter.
I have to drink because if I don't, I'll.
Yeah, everybody's like,
All three of you at
we
once
were-
just
we were-
drinking.
Yeah, we were really, really busy.
very
Yeah.
urgent issues.
All right. She says, "Well, all right. It's cooler heads. Finish your beers. Let's all get together. It's just about time. We should probably head down to where the funeral's happening. Okay, you guys can follow me." All right. So at this point, you guys can see that the sun is setting. It's halfway down across the horizon over the water, and the sky is beautiful. You finish your beers, you take a step outside, and you realize that the town is really quiet now. mean, there's like a couple sounds here and there, but it seems pretty. I don't know. Everyone's going home or going to the funeral. Yeah. So you guys follow Becklin down, and she leads you down to the river. She beckons towards a small patch of grass near one of the docks, and there's a boat that has been like pulled up kind of onto the shore. And inside that boat, you can see the wrapped body of Ispin laying there. There's a musician playing a small, soft song on a flute. Nothing you recognize, but beautiful. Everything's getting quiet. You guys start to think about how important Ispin was to you guys, how you met him, where you were. And there's just this solemn feeling that hits you after everything else from the day has worn off. It's just a very, very sad time. Lots of people crying. And then Becklin steps forward and pulls a piece of paper out of her satchel. You all knew Ispin as a friend, and there were none like him. Before he died, he told me this: there should be tales, not tears, for an old scoundrel like me. Make sure everyone knows my stories when I head off on the greatest adventure of them all. She chokes back a little bit, and she nods. There are a couple villagers who go up and put their hands on the boat, ready to push. So, let us do just that. On the eve of the Kingfisher Festival, we celebrate you, Ispin. Good travels, friend, until we meet again. And this is when the villagers push, and the boat carrying Ispin just goes quietly out to sea. You find yourselves standing there and staring until the boat is completely out of view. People start to trickle off, and you find yourself there with just Becklin. So that was, yeah. We should go back on everyone's meeting at the ale house to share a drink for him. You guys are welcome to join us.
Oh,
Yes, I like that.
sounds good.
All right, so she walks back up, and you figure out pretty quick. By alehouse, she meant back at the inn. You remember that
The crab.
the brass crab, the metal crab. There are people in there. It's once again like filled to the brim, and it looks to be like everyone's trying to smile more. There are drinks being passed out. Yalma waves at you and brings over some beers. She goes, what a nice service that was, right? That was
Very beautiful.
gonna
Good
miss him.
stuff, man.
Gonna miss
He's a
him.
good man.
Excellent, man. Now I gotta go serve more beers, and she walks off. Becklin goes off to sit with a dwarf, and it looks like her page is back, and they're all sitting around and drinking and talking to each other. And you notice that everyone's starting to like circle around as Becklin is telling stories about Ispin. Some of them you had heard from Ispin, which was nice to hear, but some of you hadn't heard. She hasn't told any of your stories yet. She kind of, at a certain point, when she notices you guys wandering over, she beckons at the three of you. She says, hey, wouldn't you guys like to share your stories? I don't want to share them since you guys are here. I wouldn't want to take your time. You got any stories you want to share about Ispin and how you met him? Anyone?
Hell yeah, man. I got one.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Okay. You can.
I thought of going.
Everyone kind of turns to you three, waiting for one of you to take the point.
I'll take point to start. But I'm also gonna just do a standing front flip to just get everyone their double attention.
Athletics check.
Absolutely. Let's do this. Well, I'm doing a flip, so would it be acrobatics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's see what we got. I got an 11.
From a standing backflip. All right, so you mostly stick the landing. Bruce, I would like you to make an athletics check.
Okay.
Woo.
19.
Okay,
Alright.
so as Fat Hooves, as he's landing, his hooves slide out from under him, and it looks to be that he's about to do more than flip and smack his head against a table behind you. But you manage to reach your hands out and grab him, and are now sitting there holding the goat man as he's staring up at you, confused.
Oh, man. Thank you. Those coffeers catch up to you quick.
Yeah, it was cool to look at though, and he like sets you up straight.
By the way, it was a high jump, because I can jump very high, so it was a fucking huge flip into the air.
And it almost looks very bad.
Yeah. Alright, let me tell you the story of Leslie Green. So one day, I'm out in the Feywild, and suddenly, portal opens up out of nowhere. This knight in armor, bright, big-ass green shield, smacks and hits the ground. Now, he's confused at first, but surprisingly gets up, dusts himself off, just starts talking to folk. And in the Feywild, it's a mixture of things are always changing, and you've got no change whatsoever. So, a new person appearing, that's wild. Starts talking to people. I see they start asking him some questions. I have to interject because some of these fairy folk, I tell you what, they tricky. And a little pointer for everybody. If a fairy ever asks you your name or for you to eat something, don't do it. It's a trick, I'm telling you. Just
You
don't.
can see the crowd is
do
all
it.
nodding. There's Beckland's page is like writing notes, like
That one's for free. So I tell him that, I interject because they're trying to get him to eat, and he seems hungry, and I can't let that happen. Too many people get stuck in the Feywild, it gets unfun. So me and him start hanging out, we're drinking. This bastard, smart as he is, actually saved my life more than once in our travels across the Feywilds, a land he's never known. He even shows me a couple places he'd been before, because for some reason this man, he knew his way around more than just this place, I'll say. And he's a good man, funny, could tell a hell of a joke, and I'll miss him. He could drink you under the table, I swear.
big cheers. Everyone's yeah, woo, yeah, and clinking of mugs, and then taking a big drink. Beckland's like, I've heard that one from him so many times. He had a great time with you, but who's next? Who wants to go with their story next?
Yuzhang is like kind of like he's not embarrassed, but he's not used to giving speeches. But yeah, I was in the in some fighting pits in Solmania. Actually, it's interesting that Green Shield actually bought me, but he didn't really.
Bought you. He
Yeah,
left
I
that
was-
out of the story. I'm afraid. I didn't know he bought you.
Well, it's not like he really bought me for his use. He saw me in the fighting pits because I was a bit of a champion, a bit of a prodigy. But he just didn't like that I was, in service to the stadium or the arena, as it were. He bought me, and he said, "Don't waste your freedom, kid." And I asked him what I should do, and he sort of just smiled at me, this weird smile like he knew something, but he didn't tell me. But he took me with him down to a port, and I traveled with him for a little bit. He taught me the common letters, but I still can't quite, read them. He never taught me how to read. He just taught me the letters. But I just try to live, now to my fullest. But I still miss him to this day.
Well, if I can finish teaching you to read anytime you want. You just come down, and me and my page will teach you. Okay, we can finish what has been started. All right. And what about you, Mr. Monk? How did Ispin come into contact with the monk? He's not the monastery type.
Well, I originally hailed from over in the Halfling lands out west. I ran into Ispin. I was out foraging in the woods there. Getting mushrooms and such for all the brothers, and mushrooms and other root vegetables and such. I happened upon Mr. Greenshield there, and he was on death's door, to put it mildly. He was not doing too well, so I picked him up. I brought him back to our monastery, and while he was there, we tended to his wounds. Took him a little while to recover. We don't have much by way of health potions or stuff, so we had to do it all natural. We had to heal the old-fashioned way. We got to caring for him. That was my job. I was a lot younger back then, yeah. And we got to talking. We got a good friendship going. I feel like he seems like he always knew the right thing to say, and he'd say one thing and it'd leave you thinking for hours about what he meant. And I remember one day I was saying to him, I was a little bit haughty. I was young, so I was saying to him, I was showing him what I could do. I was like, look, I did a flip, and I showed him all my books, and I said to him, I am a master of all things martial, spiritual, and ecumenical. And I felt pretty good about myself, and he looked at me and he just said, now, wouldn't that do so much better for other people to take those talents and do it helping other people instead of in here? And that really stuck with me. I meditated on that for months, years. Then, out of the blue, got an invitation to here.
And now you're here. Well, that does sound like Ispin trying to get people out of their shell.
Yeah, he said...
Well, thank you. Thank you for healing him when you found him. It's by the way, everyone added inspiration for the role playing there, the story. Thank you for the good stories. But yeah, everyone's starting to cheer. Someone claps you on the back, and, you drink a little more ale. That's when you notice Andir's back, the wizard. He goes, I've also got a story. I only met him once, but it was oh gosh, I would have been about 12. It was the middle of the summer, and let's see. And at that point, you hear another voice yell over him, "Oh, just leave it alone. He's dead. We can be done with the stories. My God." You turn to see everyone got a clear space so you can see this young, ritzy-looking fellow. He's got well-kept hair. He's very well dressed. His outfit costs a lot. He's drinking on what looks to be wine, and he's just leaning against the bar. Beckelin looks furious, but doesn't look like she's got much to say. Like she's struggling to find the words to talk to him.
I'd walk right up to him.
You know what? Merrick's had a couple of vocal cords in him. He just raises his voice a little as well while you're walking over. Like, I don't recall us ever asking you, sir.
Well, fortunately for me, I don't take the advice of lessers on when to speak. Thank you.
Okay. So, I am now officially mad. I'm gonna walk right up and get, like, you know that kind of thing where, like, you can feel somebody's breath, like, your noses aren't touching, but you're, like, right there. Like, I want to get right up, eye to eye with him. Like, you want to say that again, like, real loud so we can all hear you?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the fish on your horns. Did you say something in my language?
So,
Yuzhang walks right past this guy without even registering him and just goes to get another beer. Like,
Nice.
does not even pay this dude any mention, like any time.
While you're while Gambin's flustered, Bakaris, sorry, you don't know his name yet. The young nobleman turns and looks at you, or looks at you, Jang. So, I'm judging that you are from Kerr. What's with the sellout to the Dragon Queen we hear out?
Yuzhang just like takes his beer and he's just like drinking it. It's like, and he turns around. And he's like, "Where did somebody? Was somebody talking? I can't see anybody. Is anybody talking? I can only see my eye level because
he gets all ruffled and oh, don't talk to me like I talk to the short ones." And he points to Merrick. Look, I am just trying to enjoy my beverage. It's not my fault that this fellow died, but can you please take it somewhere else? This is the nicer place to drink. Take it to the ale house across the street.
Listen, man, what's your name? Who is you?
I am Bakaris. Who are you?
Now, I gotta ask you, is you the daddy or is you the boy?
I am, as the people say, the younger. What does that have to do with younger?
All right, Junior. So if that's the case, I'm just gonna have to say you are the ugliest, dumbest, most inconsiderate, stuck-up punk I ever seen, and cast vicious mockery.
You trying to do damage to him?
Yeah, I'm trying to hurt his spirit.
Okay, you know what? Go ahead. Roll to hurt his spirit.
Let's see. Well, he has to beat a saving throw.
Oh, that's excellent. We're just gonna do a blank fucking roll then. I don't have a. It's not like
it's a 13.
Is there a way just to roll the dice? Can I just roll? How do I just roll? You know what? I'm just gonna roll saving. Oh no, I have to have a controlled token. I didn't prepare for you to use combat encounter stuff. Where are we gonna put him here? Alright. And then he's gonna make a normal.
Oof. Ah, damn.
Okay, so
So it didn't work.
No, he.
Damn.
Your vicious mockery didn't work. He says, but I'm sorry. I was talking to the fellow without the horns. You look ridiculous. You still have fish on the ends of them. Do you understand that? I already mentioned that. Do you understand that?
Oh, I see. You know what, sir? I forgive you. I forgive you. I know that you've add a certain indiscretion to people's attitudes. Present company excluded, Mr. Yuzhang.
Well, if you're trying to hurt my feelings, it won't work. I'm very important. At this point, he tries to ignore you guys and go back and drink his beer, but everyone looks... you see everyone in the bar is kind of like now looking sullen. The fervor's kind of died down. You guys are just kind of crowding the guy who killed the energy.
Alright, you know what, man? Screw this guy. We are gonna drink even more to Leslie Green. And then I'm gonna do the most
check? Yeah.
rockinest performance of my Mouth harp, yeah.
Do a performance
Let's-
check. You hop up on that bar, you put that thing in your mouth, you get to twanging, and roll so I know how well it goes.
Can I do it with advantage?
Yeah.
Actually, can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is you could use your inspiration you just got.
Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
20.
All right, so you jump up on that bar, overtop that fella, land directly on his wine glass, shattering it. He stumbles back. That 3 would have been funny, Ellie.
He tried to twang it into snaps. Oh!
But you land on his. He stumbles back and he trips back into a chair. And why I never. No one's paying attention to him anymore. You start twanging, boing, doing, 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 and then there's other bards in the bar. Obviously, this fellow would have known a couple, and there's just this band that starts out of nowhere. There's flutes and lyres, and there's the bagpipe in the distance. I guess not the distance. It'd be pretty loud in there. The barkeep actually makes him go stand outside to play his bagpipe.
Oh.
But everyone's dancing now. Everyone's having a good time. You guys spend a good bit of time drinking. You see the younger Baccharis leave, looking very frustrated, looking very mad. A few minutes in, but yeah, you brought the energy back. Everyone's bumping, back to selling.
Can you go up to the captain, the woman that invited us here?
Yes.
Eklund? Yes. He kind of like sits down. It's like, I'm Kurish, but I wasn't born there. What is this all about, the Dragon Queen and the trail or whatever he was talking about? I honestly couldn't see him.
I can't remember your chief's name. I'm sorry. I don't follow the politics as much. I just know that they joined the Dragon Queen. So your people are fighting on behalf of her.
I've been told that us Kurish follow the strength, but in honor of Green Shield, I try to blaze my own path.
And speaking of strength, I was wondering. A dwarf sits down next to you. She's very stout, and she's holding a very large beer. I was wondering, looking at the size of you, looking at that glaive on your back, are you interested in mercenary work? Becklin starts to laugh a little bit, but... Well, anything to say?
Usually just kind of thinks, like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm always happy to make some coin, but depends on what it is, I guess.
Oh, we go all around. We do plenty of stuff. We're in the show tomorrow. You're sticking around for the festival tomorrow.
I had no other plans. Take a sip of beer.
Yeah, Becklin at this point gestures to the dwarf sitting next to her. This is Cudgel. She leads the. Oh, Jesus Christ! What is?
That's a great name.
Cudgel, man.
Oh, got it down. She leads the Ironclad Regiment. They're partaking in the battle tomorrow. They're going to be going up against our guard to reenact the fight. There was a battle long ago, big important thing. It's actually what the festival's about, but it should be fun. It should be fun. We're going to win. I think we're going to win. We're going to beat your guard. And Becklin goes,
Eugene kind of ponders it.
You're not supposed to beat the guard, Becklin. Or Cudgel.
Eugene interjects, like, well, I might be too strong. I don't want to hurt anybody if it's not real combat.
Oh, it's, blunt weapons. It's people signed up for it. They know what's happening.
I fancy.
Eugene, kind of half whispers, looking down. He's like, that wasn't. Blunt weapons were a challenge in the arena. I'll try and hold back.
All right, and this is you guys get to drinking with the dwarf and Becklin, and you realize now that this is a pretty important dwarf. As you guys are talking, the Ironclad Regiment is pretty well renowned. My kids are yelling. One sec.
Dad stuff.
Dad time.
The plan going forward is we're gonna get an animatic or like a graphic to be like that stuff.
That stuff. Yeah, just a little
We're gonna pause
thing
it.
up we can put.
Oh, goodness gracious.
The dogs were yelling, or the kids were yelling at the dogs for yelling at the Amazon guy, but turns out the dogs don't understand what you're yelling about.
Oh, you can hear him.
Yeah, you can. Hear him in the background. And now, stop yelling at the dogs! Jesus. You know what, Bruce, as for your message you just sent me, the answer is yes. It'd be a great time to make that throw.
Is that wisdom?
Yep.
Constitution or what?
No, it was, it'd be Constitution.
Okay. Ability check, saving throw. 15.
Okay,
Nice.
you don't feel anything.
Okay.
Everyone else ignore that. As you guys are talking to Cudgel and the rest of them getting your drink on, you also notice a very somber woman off in the corner. She is blue-skinned. She's a Sylvanesti elf. But the only person who would really know that here would be, like, the monk who did a lot of... Well, no, you would know. Gambin knows. Anyway, you all have a vague knowledge of the races of this. But, yeah, you see an elf off at one corner, just sitting by herself. But you guys continue to drink with your dwarf friend and Becklin and the page.
I think I'm gonna kind of tuck away and see what she's about. Is she like sitting at like a booth or just like a particular chair?
She's at her own. She's like at her own table. Like no one else is. It's like everyone else has chosen not to sit with her.
I'm gonna sit with her. I'm just gonna sit right down in the chair right across from her. So it seems like I'm not the only one here who's getting weird looks all the time.
Yeah, I get that probably everywhere I go, though. This is the first place I've been to in a while.
Where are you from? Where are you coming from?
That's unimportant. Isn't this such a nice night?
It's beautiful. Were you here for the funeral?
Unfortunately, yes. It's yeah. But anyway, don't bother yourself with me. You can go back to your friends.
No, I find you interesting. I think I haven't seen somebody so unique here. It's mostly been, run-of-the-mill type folk. I gotta ask, how'd you know Leslie?
Well, it's been. I just kind of knew of him. Let's go with that. But I know that you guys, everyone here, I watched you walk up from the service. I know that it's hard to lose people. I've lost countless people. But
Can I try to do an insight check?
sure.
This is not gonna go well.
Yuzhang has had enough, by the way, that like Gambin hears from his peripheral that's like, anyone who can knock me over with a punch, I'll buy a beer.
Well, hey, listen, we're gonna talk at some point again. I need to help my friend, and I'm gonna hop up before she even has anything else
He's just
to say.
sticking here like,
And
let's go.
Just oh, come on, buddy, we need. Let's go outside for a sec. Let's catch a breather.
Okay. So
yeah.
now you guys are standing outside, and you're gonna punch each other, is what I'm hearing.
No, man, I'm trying to get him to calm down, man.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was having fun. These little wimps can't hurt me.
It's we know it's beneath you, man. It's beneath you. You're just having a little too much.
From inside, you hear Cudgel, the dwarf commander of the mercenaries, yell, "Where's he at? I can punch him! I pick you!" And then you hear...
Yeah, I go in.
Can I try to stop him? I can't do much.
You can try. Would you like to do opposing strength checks?
I guess so. I gotta try.
Let me saving throw.
No,
Still, or an
just
ability
roll
check?
just do the ability check.
Okay. Oh, wow.
No way! Oh my god, that is
You
outrageous.
saved me. You see, wow.
I'm like, no, but listen, buddy.
So you grab onto his britches and you dig your hooves in, and his feet start to do like slide rather than walk. And you hear the dwarf inside. You hear Cudgel. She finishes what she was saying while you were doing this. I pick you, and you hear the sound of a thump, and some other man comes like just barreling out of the door. It lands flat on his back, and he's just kind of groaning, and he just kind of stays there.
Oh my god.
Bruce, you're no longer doing that slippy feet thing. You're just like just standing there, and
Yeah, he's like, are we? So I mean, we all came here for the. He kind of like, it's like coming back to his senses. He's like, are we? Like, so what are we doing tomorrow? I mean, we all joined together for the funeral. I mean, y'all staying for the?
Yeah, I'd like to see what's up with the festival. I'm sure there's something fun to do, but I guess I'm just trying to make money and have adventures, you know? I don't really know how to get back, so I'm really just trying to get my name spread, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind exploring this land a little bit more. You know,
Hell
being out
yeah.
there and actually doing what has been said. You know, letting people using your gifts and such. I like the sound of this this festival, so I'll definitely be here for tomorrow.
Hell yeah, man.
As you guys are figuring this all out outside, out walks Becklin and her friends, and she walks up to you. She's like, "It's getting late. I gotta head back to Thornwall Keep. You guys should come see us there tomorrow. Just come meet us, and then we can tackle the festival together. Okay? I've also Ispen left a parting gift for you guys, and you need to come grab it. Okay?"
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Just meet in the morning. We'll be there, okay? And she just wanders off, and you notice everybody else is kind of calming down. The drinking is slowing, and everyone's sauntering off home, walking sideways.
Okay, yeah, I mean, Yu Zhang would, just make his way to some sort of, establishment to rest in.
Yeah, you guys
that-
all have rooms at the Brass Crab. That was
Okay,
Becklin told you about them in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yu
think-
Zhang he just falls in his bed.
Yeah. All right, so you guys all have you guys all have your own rooms. You head off, and it's a nice night of sleep for you guys. You fall asleep thinking about Ispen and how nice Vogler was, how nice these new people are that you met. And you wake up, it's bright and early, and you can already start to feel like a hum of energy as you hear people's voices coming in through your windows. You can tell everyone's already getting pretty excited for the festival later today. You wake up, you know that the festival doesn't kick off till about midday. So you've got up until then to figure out what you want to do. You know that Becklin invited you to Thornwall. Yeah, you guys all meet up in the bar room. What would you like to do today?
First and foremost, I'm gonna prep all my spells.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Just a little center zen to kind of prep
Yeah,
the
if you
morning.
had not
have a
long
little-
rested at last session at the end of it, make sure you're back to full health and all that.
But other than that, I feel like I kind of want to see how the noble what was his name, Bacchus. I want to see how his house looks now that he's got the eggs and goop on it. Had a night to dry.
What about the other two? What are you looking
Yu
for?
Yu Zhang just tries to find Cudgel, talk more about that competition.
Nice. What does the monk want to do?
I think Brother Merrick, he probably goes for just a little walk around town, maybe to ask if there's any, I don't know, anything, any sort of religious, like maybe there's a church or some sort of shrine somewhere that he could just go take a look, see what the people of this land sort of call, like what they worship and all that sort of stuff. I think he's
Who is
curious.
your god?
Okay, so you're all splitting up then, or are you going places together? Or what's?
I mean, I'd like to like all meet up to like to go to that keep at some point. So maybe if we arrange to meet back, but
Yeah, we could split and then reconvene.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go in reverse order. Merrick's gonna go off and try and find somewhere first. All right, so Merrick, you head back to the village square because that's where all the people congregate. You see a bunch of people around. You don't specifically see like a building that you would place as a church. You find you'll probably have to ask somebody. You didn't see one on the map either.
I think I might go back to the lady with the hats if she's still there because she seemed like a nice enough lady.
Okay, you go to the market, and she is still there. She is almost out of hats and whatnot, but she gives you a nice little wave. Hello, how was your morning?
Good morning. I was quite well. I can't complain. Thank you very much for the hats.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you guys enjoyed them. What can I help you with? You're already wearing your hat. What can I do for you?
I was actually looking to get some information, perhaps.
Okay.
Maybe you could point me in the right direction.
I might be able to help you.
I'm looking for somewhere for to quietly contemplate and reflect on spiritual matters, like a shrine or a church or.
Oh, there's a church. There's a church in town, but no one's going to be there today. Everybody's getting ready for the festival. No, I can't think of anything like that today. Everyone's so involved with the festival that they're out and about. So, I mean, maybe tomorrow you can go, but not today, I'm afraid.
Or, well, you say there's a church. Is there a local priest, perhaps, I could talk to?
Yes, I think he's pretty avid fisher. He's going to be down at the fishing tournament. So.
I'll go take a look at that when the festival comes along.
Yeah, you should. Everyone's invited to join.
Will you be there?
I should be out of hats by then, but yeah, I should be.
Well, I wish you the best of today, and I hope you have a very good, very productive festival.
Thank you very much.
I tip my fish hat to just start sort of walking off.
Okay, so you're walking off now. You, Jang, you were going off to the mercenary camp to talk to Cudgel?
Yeah, to talk to Cudgel.
Okay, so Yu Jang approaches the mercenary camp, and there are guards posted out, but they look at you and they just kind of wave you in. Maybe Cudgel said something, or maybe they just want strong men to wander in. You can see people practicing, probably for the fight later. I mean, just the fight in general. You can see a big half ogre looking guy, and he's fighting about 4 dudes at once. But then off to the side is Cudgel, and she gives you a nice wave.
Yeah, Eugene, he's not wearing a kimono in the sense that it's like really nice or fine, but it is like a shirt that's like overlaid.
Yeah.
So he has his arm like in one of it.
Yeah.
While he has like he sets his glaive down, but he is walking with one arm in it and kind of walks up to Cudgel and says, "Hello." That ogre guy is kicking ass.
Yeah, no, he's that's Greganis. He's so impressive. We're so glad to have him. He's my second in command. As a lot of these mercenaries, I think, are more afraid of him than more respectful of me. So it's good to have him around. But so what's up? Are you trying to join? Trying to be the
Sure, yeah. Sure, I mean, I'm interested in mercenary work. I think my companions are trying to get out and about, and I think the best way to do that is mercenary work. So do you guys just train all day?
Basically, well, train train in the morning, get drunk in the afternoon, then play dice in the evening, and get drunk and fall asleep to, at night. So, yeah, that's basically
What a
the
life.
thing. Yeah. So just lots of punching, drinking, dice, and drinking.
Is there I used to be a fighting champion. Is there anyone you're looking to train or warm up?
I mean, you could
Like Eugene kind of like does like that boxing bounce thing on your feet when you're like ready to kind of go.
Yeah, you know what? You can, Dragonlance, the half ogre dude looks at you, and it's not a friendly look. And then he looks at Cudgel. She goes, let him have a turn beating up somebody for a second. Dragonlance gives a big grunt and saunters off to drink or whatever he will. Three of the other people move out of the way, and one of the mercenaries that was fighting Dragonlance looks like he's stretching and trying to get ready. He's got a very blunt looking but still metal sword in his hand. He says, "All right, so who are you? You fresh meat? You joined, or just looking to get beat?"
It's Eugene's like, I don't get beat, but he grabs like a blunt sword off the wall. He's like, I could use a little bit of warm up if you don't mind lending me a hand.
Gotcha. And so how I'm gonna do this is I'm actually just gonna have you roll I've 3 times with your attack for an iron sword, which actually you don't even have. I'm about to give you. 1 second.
Excuse me.
Here we go. So, I love that I can just drag and drop things. It's so cool.
Nice.
So nice, so streamlined. All right, you now have a short sword in your.
You just want me to roll attack 3 times?
Roll the attack the first time.
9.
Okay, so on this, you guys square up, and you get ready, and he's got his sword, and he's aiming it straight at you, and you take your sword, and with your first swipe, he just easily parries it, and then he is actually going to roll it himself. You know what? I needed to put. Oh, he's still here. Thank you, guard. Oh, he's gonna still roll that though, because we're just rolling for attack. But he goes to swing at you. And something about the vibration when he parried yours set him off, and he slipped, and it just very, very cleanly in front of you missed. Roll again. All right, this time you manage to bring your sword and smack it into his. He brings it up, but it cracks up against him, and he has to take a step back. You've almost pushed him out of the training square. Now he's going to try and get you again. He is shaken by how well you did in that swing, and he swings before he even gets back to you. It's honestly, you hear some people in the crowd kind of laugh at him. It's not a good look for him. Now, roll one more time.
This time I'm going to roll an arm strike.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know what? Nice. Okay.
I meant to go give him like a sternum kick.
Okay. Yeah, with this, he does take it. You do manage to connect to him. It doesn't push him very far back, but you do stop him in his tracks, and he has to. It didn't do any damage, but you're there. He's gonna take he's gonna take one more swipe at you.
Man.
Okay, so with that, you manage to once again just dip out of the way, and as he's going down, you bring your sword and you just flick it down and just right on his wrist, and he drops his sword and just is hopping up and Jesus, you almost broke the fucking thing, and like just grumbles and mumbles and goes off, and you can hear Cudgel and a few other people laughing. Cudgel actually walks up to you and takes your sword and like throws it back into the area of swords, but sword rack. Sword rack is what it is, but
Yes.
yeah, she's like, that was super impressive. Here, you know what? Take this, and she pulls out 5 silver, and she's just like, I bet on you to get him, so here's your share of it, so you can add 5 silver. Yeah, if you want to, you know what? We're really busy today, setting up for all we're doing later. So I don't want to try and throw you into that after the fight today, and maybe tomorrow before we head out, you can come back and talk to us. But like we can definitely find some work for you if you'd like through this.
Okay.
With that, she waves at you and she goes back to training some of her men. As Grigonis mean mugs you from across.
I was gonna say, I also like eye this dude like steel-eyed, like as I'm looking like. I smile at him.
Ooh.
Like teeth smile. And I'm like I walk out.
And then the camera pans to Gambin Fathoof. Gambin Fathoof, what were you doing? I forget.
I wanted to see the results of our pranking yesterday.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if it would be noticeable or not, but I kind of just wanted to give an eyeball, see if they've noticed.
Oh yeah. All right, so you make your way back there. As you're getting closer, you can smell the building before you get there, and you know it's the rancid milk. You stand a good distance away so as to be not quite so noticeable.
Sure.
And you can see both Bakaris and an older-looking man in similar clothes. Basically, just looks like an older version. You know it's his dad. But they're both just screaming at this guard out by the front door as he is trying his best to scrape stuck egg off the front of this place. You can hear them yelling about it. Stinks. Where's the smell even coming from? That doesn't smell like eggs. And the guard. It's definitely the same guard from yesterday, and he does not look nearly as happy as when you were telling that joke.
Yeah.
But they know what happened. Paint's peeling off and shit when he's trying to get the fucking out. Was there anything else you were trying to do with that?
Not actually. I take that back. I kind of wanna walk up to the senior. Actually, excuse me, sir. I just need to let you know that your boy is awful.
The older Bakaris turns slowly and is just looking at you with this intense anger in his eyes, and just very coolly he's just like, I know, I raised him that way. And then he turns back around and starts yelling at the guard again.
I think with that, I'm just gonna actually, I would really like to cast a minor illusion, of just like an urchin in like the side alley throwing another egg at the house and then running off.
What you got? You can do illusion magic?
Yeah, I have minor illusion. So basically, within a let me see,
That'd be counted
a
as
5-foot cube, I can here. Let me put it in the. Did that show up in the chat?
minor illusion.
Yeah.
Which can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. You know what? That's just vague enough. That's just vague enough to work. All right, so you see both of the Bacarises look off to the side as a small urchin boy throws an egg. The egg disappears once it leaves that 5-foot cube area.
Sure.
But they don't notice. They're too mad at the urchin. The younger boy yells, "I knew it was the pores!" And they both try. They both are yelling at the guard to chase after the urchin. He drops his scraper and is like goes over the gate, and you see him run down the alley. And yeah, the Picarises both walk inside fuming.
And that's it. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, cool. So you guys are gonna meet back up at the front of Thornwall Keep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
with that, we are at the 2-hour mark. We still have a decent little bit in this chapter to go. So I'm actually going to call that good for there. I know we didn't do any combat this session, but there was a lot of really excellent RP stuff. So,
Role-playing.
Role-playing.
You'd
I,
love
like
that.
I didn't account for you guys egging a dude's house. That wasn't in my... I thought you were all
he's-
good boys.
yeah, but
You
was
all
not planned.
immediately-
Was not planned. As soon as you said
Immediately
eggs,
did.
though, I'm like, oh, come on.
Immediately, you all just fell to doing goat man shenanigans.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so your characters all meet up back at Thornwall. You're standing there, and that's where you save the game for next time. It was a good session. I appreciate you all for having your stories up for Ispen. It was nice to say goodbye to him. I'm excited to see what happens next time with Cudgel and all of them. Thank you guys for watching out there. Catch it on the YouTube as soon as it uploads. May you always roll with advantage. We will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.